through, like, an area like that. So, whoa! I didn't do that. Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we are going to be checking out a vehicle that may be called the Inchworm, but rest assured it is anything but small. Now, this is a new vehicle by MaxMike181, and it is also completely non-branded and console-friendly. Now, essentially, this is based on a giant cat dump truck, and we're going to be going through some of the elements of not only the customization, but the driving experience that make this thing what it actually is. Now, I've also never driven this thing before, so y'all are gonna get my very first experiences right here in this video. So let's actually check out the interior view and see. Wow, actually, that's kind of sick because it puts you right above where, essentially, where, like, the exhausts would be, where the dump bed would be once we put it on. Also, I did not realize that there were going to be 2 seats in here, and I feel like that would be very cramped, actually, with 2 people. Now, does the steering wheel turn? Oh, that's sick. It does. And the mirrors actually seem to work as well. What's really cool is the amount of, like, platform, like, railings and almost, like, it looks like there's scaffolding outside the window of the truck. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and fire it up and get it in the garage. It sounds really good, actually. Now, it moves pretty... Oh, well, actually, all-wheel drive is on by... Well, it's on by default, but you can switch it, and diff lock is on all the time. So let's go into the garage and see what all we can do to it. By the way, it takes up so much space in the garage. I love how there's a ladder on one side and a staircase on the other, to where, like, I don't know, if you feel like walking one day and then climbing the next day, I suppose you could do either. Now, let's see. So the top engine is going to be the Westline V16 M2680. Now, I'm sure these have all been modified and tweaked a little bit, especially based on the fact that, you know, based on what we know from Max Mike's previous mods. But what's cool about it is it seems like he's really done a lot of work to try to make these different options kind of fit into the architecture of the game while also bringing their own personality to the table. Now, gearbox-wise, we have balanced, high range, which we'll be using later for reasons, Crawler Box HD Gen 3, which is the latest Crawler Box, and the MaxMike 181 iX Fine-Tune CVT, and let's see, we also have the Special Off-Road. I'm going to do Crawler Box HD. That's one of the ones that I really, really like, especially when I'm driving different trucks that have been made by Max Mike. He does an amazing job with his Crawler Box transmissions, and so I'm really happy that this truck has it. Now, suspension-wise, you really only have one option, but at the end of the day, would you really want any other option for this? Because I don't really feel like there would be another option that would apply to a truck like this. Now, whoa, okay, so he actually has not only the base tires that come with it, but, like, Max Mike's own custom tires can be found on this truck, too, like the MMR Rider Dually HD, the Shielders, the Sabres, and then, let's see, the Assassin Dually HDs, and then the Lancer Dually HDs, which are a snow and ice compound. So I'm going to go with his mud tire option, and those actually look really good on this truck, by the way. We're going to do the Autonomous Winch Super HD Plus, because really, at the end of the day, you're going to need the strongest winch you could possibly think of to pull this thing out if it gets stuck. And then, so here are your frame add-ons. You have the dump bed, which is what I feel most people are going to use. Then you have the container carrier, which is literally designed solely for carrying containers. Then you have the fuel carrier, the log carrier, the water tank, and the heavy fuel carrier. Now, for this one, like I said before, we're going to be using the dump bed. And let's see, wheels-wise, you can actually pick really any one of these wheels that you want. I think these might fit the idea of the truck pretty well. Oh, dude, you can actually put all of the GGMS buffs and the bobblehead radar, and, of course, all of the other characters, as well as beams right there on the dash, which is sick. Now, you can also throw, if you want to throw, say, for example, one of his air freshener buffs, the GGMS air freshener buffs, up there, you can as well. I'm going to do the all buff. And then curtains, apparently you can use those as well. And windshield stickers. Oh, they actually work. Oh, that's really cool. That's actually kind of sick that the windshield stickers work with this thing. All right, so let's take this thing outside and see what it's all about and what it's like to drive. Starts right up. And once again, the diff lock is always on, but I'm actually, oh my god, it backed up a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. That reverse ratio is actually pretty tall. I'm surprised. Now, I want to see what kind of trailers it can pull, because I noticed there was a trailer hitch, and I don't know, maybe that's just there for show, but I doubt it, especially knowing Max Mike. Yeah, no, I mean, you can pull stuff. Whether or not it's gonna work with this height, I mean, okay, yeah, that's, well, I wouldn't recommend pulling stuff like that, but if you really had to pull stuff in a pinch, you could with this truck. There is a hitch back there, and it does work. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if that's what you're trying to do, you could totally make that work. Now, let's see how cargo works. Now, is cargo going to be something that you have to load with, like, a crane? Possibly. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, that's only on the loading platform. So I wonder if we were to spawn in a crane, I wonder if we could, like, throw stuff in the back of the dump truck, and if it would actually, like, do anything or pack. Oh my god, where are you going? It takes it forever to, like, change gear, but at the same time, I probably, like, if this was real life, I probably would have just, like, exploded the transmission. Now, let's see. Use dump bed. Okay, so, yeah, immersive mode is great because I don't know what controls he chose to use. Okay, so once you press Y, it's literally just a tilt bed. It's literally no big deal at all. But that actually works really, really fast, and it's also not, like, it's not difficult to use whatsoever. And now that I know what it is, I won't need to use immersive mode at all. So let's see. Now, I know how that works, so I'm going to go back and switch immersive mode back on, shut the truck down, and I will spawn in a crane. Now, I'm not sure what crane I'm going to use, but it'll be something that's fairly, you know, easy to lift with. So, let's see. Something just super simple. Maybe like an MH9500 or an 8000. Anything that can... Ooh, where's Diesel's Punisher? Oh, God, where's Diesel's Punisher? If it's not on, it should be. Super 6 dually. No, no, there's the Tatras. No. Oh my god. I'm sure that the Punisher, there it is. Yeah, there it is. This thing can have a crane, right? Like a fairly heavy-ish. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm not going to modify it at all. I just really want it to be able to... Whoa! Is it weird that, like, after getting out of a rig that's that big, like, this feels so fast? Okay, what should I throw in the back of that dump truck? I mean, I want to throw something in there that makes, like, some sense, but at the same time, I'm not sure what I should use. Let's try something real simple, like, you know, vehicle spare parts. Now, let's see. Crane mode. Vehicle spare parts, it's going to be easy, it's going to be lightweight, and I just want to see if, like, one little piece of cargo will fit in that dump bed. So let's drive over there, or at least drive in that general direction. All right, here we go. That'll be easy enough. Extend it out and drop it. I caught it. All right, so let's go ahead and shut that down, and then we will actually just clear some room by deleting that truck. So now, I love DevTools. All right, so let's see. Pack cargo. Truck has no cargo slots. Okay, so I just wanted to see if it would actually load up, and it's weird. It's kind of like a yes and no type thing. It's like, could you carry cargo? Yes, but could you pack it? No. Kind of a back and forth thing on that. If you're okay with that, then it's no big deal. If you're not okay with that, then I would recommend using this thing for different purposes. But let's see. I do feel like it could probably pack trucks back there. Can it get out of here? Oh my god. I can't get out of the... Well, that's a development, isn't it? I did not think I was going to have this problem, but I can't get out of the testing ground garage. I love how I went through all of these tests and experiments, and I'm like, yeah, by the way, I can't get out of the testing ground garage. All right, well, it's not like it's going to be a hard build to replicate, so here we go, I guess. Now, where's the inchworm? All right, inchworm, there. Outside, go. I could see that becoming a problem later on down the road. I don't know why, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know, y'all can probably imagine why that would be a problem. Like, not a problem with the truck itself, but just, like, an issue of, you know, what are you gonna do when you have to get through a tight space? Now, those of you that use these trucks on, like, the regular might say, well, your first mistake was getting into a tight place in the first place. And I agree with you. I do. I genuinely, truly agree with you. But if someone gets one of these into a tight... Oh, my God. Holy wow. I did not think it was going to take off like that in high. These tires, I mean, they look like stock Cat 770 tires, but they've got to be buffed. There's no way that they are not buffed. I mean, with the way they drove through that dang swamp, there's no way they are not buffed, at least to a degree. Let's see if I can make it through here without flipping. I mean, it's so dang wide. It's not like it's going to be an issue. Oh, flexed out, bro. Actually, you can see the suspension underneath there, though. I mean, there's not much to see in these trucks since all of it is, like, so covered up, you know what I mean? But, I mean, even then, it's hilariously fun to drive. I mean, I haven't driven it in, like, a, you know, like a sense of just driving it down a trail yet. This is my first experience of that. And it's, especially with the top engine, I mean, it's hilarious. Now, if you wanted a more realistic experience, obviously I would recommend going for one of the slower engine and transmission options. I would probably recommend engine 1 or 2 with the Crawler Box HD if you want a very realistic slash vanilla style experience. But if you want to absolutely send it everywhere, go with the Highway Box and the Max engine and just absolutely, like, glue your foot to the floor and go for a rip. And this thing you will love it. It's hilarious. Easy. There we go. You know, it's really not bad. It's really not. It's just so insanely massive that you kind of have to, like, plan ahead. In a way, you have to actually plan really far ahead. Oddly enough, though, you don't have to plan quite as far ahead as I thought you would. Now, I do want to take it into the mud before I get it into, like, the bridge jump or anything like that, because the mud, I'm very curious about, because I feel almost like it's going to be one of those rigs where it's either going to do really, really well or really, really bad. I love the horn, because it's, like, not even remotely menacing whatsoever. All right, this is high range, by the way. Okay, so automatic mode. I mean, it slows it down a little bit, but not really all that much. I mean, it's actually trucking right through it, no problem. It's getting a little bit of engine damage because we are, like, right down there, but at the same time, I figured the intake would, I guess, be a little bit higher. But then again, I mean, you gotta think you have this tremendous grill on the front, but wow, I mean, even on these standard tires, I mean, they must be buffed in order to make it through, like, an area like that. So, whoa! I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That wasn't my fault. I promise that wasn't my fault. What? I don't know what happened there. I don't even know what I must have driven over something and freaked out the physics, but wow, I have no actual idea what happened there. That made no sense to me. Yeah, literally, that made absolutely no sense to me. I don't know why that did that. I really don't know why I did that, but, like, holy smokes. Let's do engine 3 and high range box and see if it's even possible to send this thing down the bridge jump. I'm not sure it'll fit or not. Whoop. I mean, it'll fit. Third, fourth, fifth. Oh, God. It got mad. Go. Go. Oh, God, it leans back. Oh. Well, that's a first. I've never had anything land that way, that's for sure. Apparently it's gonna land, though, in a startable position. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Inchworm, and if you did, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.